Croeso to GreenWales, the channel celebrating the people, business, and project building a greener, fairer Wales. Let's meet today's guest, Angela Karadog. How are you? You all right?
I'm good. Hi, thanks for having me.
Absolute pleasure. Me and Angela had a conversation a couple of weeks ago, and this is the beauty of Green Wales, where we actually get to collaborate on projects. So we're talking to Angela this morning, and Angela's going to talk to me after this with the project she's sort of going to talk to us about this morning. So, do you want to, Angela, just tell me a tiny bit about the company you work for, what they sort of do, and what you're doing, research, etc., and your sort of position within that?
Yeah, I really struggled with this because I was trying to work out this morning like which hat am I wearing today because
Yeah,
I
I
do
know.
so many things. But um, let's start big and work down. So I work for and run a very tiny education research company called Pontypridd, which is based in Pontypridd. And we have always done and always used to do education projects that are like European wide with like Erasmus Plus funding. Obviously, we Brexited, so that
It's
hasn't been
coming to an
happening.
end.
But we started a second company in Spain, so I've still been working for them. So, um, yeah. Which project do I go for? We are working on a sustainable skills in construction industry project, which is really nice, and like that's my baby, I think. And then alongside that, and as an offshoot from other previous projects, I do like the Pontypridd version of Great Big Green Week. So I make sure that happens every year, and that kind of building up that grassroots community locally. And what else? I'm also a treasurer for a group called Tir Pontypridd, which is completely separate to all of this, but it's not separate, is it? Because everything's interlinked. And so we're a community benefits society, like a land bank. So everyone pays in a couple of pound a month, and we're looking to buy up land locally to be like community owned land, so that no one else can buy it up and develop it. So it's ours, and we can do nice things with it.
Amazing. And so, how does your work contribute to a more sustainable and prosperous Wales? And can you give me one real example of how that thinking has influenced a decision you've made?
Right. Okay. So with Green Week, it's about the skills. We quite often try and have like some kind of skills sharing workshop, so that we're swapping stuff. So if it's mending or repair cafe or clothes fixing, clothes swapping, plant swapping, seed swapping, it's that level of future resilient skills that we all have as a community that we need to share with each other. So that's the basis, that grassroots swapping and sharing. Tir Pontypridd are having a relaunch in the summer at the next Green Week
Nice.
event
Date
in
is
June, 13th of June,
great.
in Storyville on Mill Street. And instead of like spending £1,000 on new t-shirts so that everyone can have a brand spanking new t-shirt, we are going to run a screen printing workshop. So everyone brings their own old bag, t-shirt, charity shop, hoodie, whatever. Everyone learns the skill for printing it. Everyone goes away with an upcycled item that now has our branding on it and a skill.
Great. As you say, it's something that would normally go to waste. You're giving it a new life, which can keep it into circulation and keep it going there as well. And obviously, with Tir Pontypridd, what they're trying to do there with the land, hopefully that will create future prosperity for the local community and opportunities to create like cottage industry, is it? Is that I don't really know. So maybe you could
Yeah,
just.
so I mean, it's up to the community because the community will own the land, but we're thinking along the lines of it could be a biodiversity growing kind of project, it could be a rewilding project, it could be a park. Like what does the community need? It's got to be that from the ground up voice first because the community would own the plot of land. What do
Hmm.
they want to do with it?
Okay,
Rather than
great.
some big company come in and take it on and say we're putting turbines here and we're going to we don't want the extractive industries, we want something that brings value back into our
Yeah, and
communities.
with the wind turbines, you hit something really critical there. You can have wind turbines, but it has to be beneficial to the community. Like up in the Rhondda, we've got Penny Cymoedd. They give away £4 million a year in a 2 mile radius because that's the population who can see it. And I say it, I'm not, I can see it, but I'm not impacted by it. I'm impacted in a very positive way with it. Like, my view is different, but everybody has different views. Some places are impacted because freshwater sources can be damaged and the natural environment can be damaged. I know there's been some issues in Pontypridd specifically around that, so I can see where it can be a sensitive subject. And Ponty's quite built up as well, so it doesn't have the space as in where we are, we're right next to the Brecon Beacons. There's much more space to be able to integrate 90 wind turbines and not impact as many people.
And we want the benefits from that need to come back to us as a community rather than off to some
Yeah.
investor elsewhere and we never see anything of it again.
Question two says, what do you actually do when I was helping Wales move to a net zero circular thinking? We sort of half answered that already. So you said, you've got a couple of hats on, treasurer for Tir Pontypridd,
Yeah.
and then is it event manager for the Pontypridd Big Green Week or
If we need to give it a title, yeah.
you can't have a you can't be undefined.
I'm the person that every year says, "Oh, we need to do this. Come on, what are we doing? Have we got a room? Have we got insurance? Who wants the table?"
So come on, can you give me a list of activities that you do in the Big Green Week that helps Wales move to net zero circular thinking?
So we would give stalls to groups like so Fair Trade Pontypridd launched last year at Green Week after a few years of nothing happening. A really wonderful woman called Ali who lives in Church Village, she was like, we need this happening. She's been phoning everybody, like if you don't know her already, she'll
You
she'll be
will.
in your inbox. She's a phenomenal force of wonderfulness. So yeah, we launched Fair Trade. Now Ali's putting Fair Trade in the town council, and anywhere that does an event, they're getting Fair Trade tea and coffee. There's a group down the road, Little Lounge, I think you know them. So they came along and they were giving out food and free fruit skewers and stuff from the Fair Share project that is reusing food that would have gone to landfill from supermarkets. Our food bank were there. We had Fiona Cullen doing repairing clothes, and we had a clothes swap. We had Tir Pontypridd trying to get membership, trying to get more people to invest in buying local land. Yeah, we had
Yeah.
everybody.
So with Tir Pontypridd, you've sort of given options more than anything else. So when we say move towards net zero circular thinking, it's more giving the community control over an asset.
Yeah. What could we
Um,
possibly do with this 10-acre plot of land? Do we want a community orchard? Do we want organic food growing there that's for community use? Do we want to rewild it? Do we want it to be a play park? Do we want it to be a forest school? Like what do we need as a community? It's up to them. It's not for us to say this is what you're going to do with the land you've bought.
how big is the land? How big, what sort of space are we talking about? Or is it not
It depends
quite?
what comes available. So there was like a small kind of tennis court size plot we were looking at, and then there's like a little strip that we decided against because it was full of Japanese knotweed and it was too much of a long term financial investment yearly to keep it sort of under
Yeah.
control. But that was, I think, I think it was a couple of acres, so considerable, like a couple of football field sized plots. And then
Nice.
the other thing is, if there's somebody else has got something that they need support with locally, like an area that they've got their eye on and they would want to match funders or something like that, then we've got that kind of pot of money there. We can go, okay, we can help you out with it, or we can loan it for a while, or we can support another organisation to do a similar thing as well.
I think what's exciting with the project is it's in its seed right now. It's literally going, where can we go with it? And Pontypridd is it's not small. It's a large area of land, and you never know. Councils might go, we're just going to give this piece because they're trying to manage it, and they may end up giving you a little piece. And normally, time is what matters with councils, etc. You've got to exist for a good few years before they're willing to sort of
Yeah,
give you what you want. And,
trust
and I
us.
and I get that. So it has longevity, and you've got to prove longevity. But thank God you've got a lot of good people like Kemoon, who's part of the project,
Yes,
and
absolutely.
they're going to help deliver those projects with you, which is great. Okay, question three. And this is going to be a good one. So, what challenges have you faced and how do those challenges affect the next generation coming through in Wales? And again, I think we'll hit them both separately. So what challenges has the Big Green Week faced? I can sort of see one a little bit in the way that it's sort of hard to keep the momentum up every year because people go year one, oh yeah, this is great. But by the time you get to year four, people are going, oh, and sometimes because I don't know if you volunteer for it. See, there we
Yeah,
go.
it's completely volunteer grassroots. We managed to get funding last year from like the Pontypridd Town Council gave us £500, which we were like, oh, this is amazing. We got £500, and we used it to pay the musicians and to buy food with. So no one's ever taken anything for it. We're just advertising and raising everybody else up through it rather than
Yeah, you're raising the infrastructure up and the companies up. So hopefully what will eventually happen is it'll be so valuable to them,
exactly.
they will run it.
Yeah,
And
it has to keep happening, and everybody wants to come together because it's worthwhile doing. So yeah, the funding is always an issue. And then the other thing, so Climate Cymru look at us and go, oh yeah, they've got it sorted. Like, so
yeah,
I'm sure they will give us some, again, they occasionally do, but the new groups that are just starting out are going to be the priority for the funding there as well.
yeah, and it's Wales wide as well, isn't it? The Big
Yeah,
Green Week. So yeah, you're right. And they don't get, much money themselves. So they're trying to do this
yeah, there's
everybody's
nothing.
grassroots and trying to get this thing to embed.
So Jeff Baxter at Storyville, he's wonderful. He's like, right, you can have the room for nothing because it gets people into the shop. He's got an independent
Yeah.
bookshop there. Um, Everybody else, people at they've got stuff going on that they want to advertise. It's a free slot. We don't charge for the tables. We don't charge for the stalls. We just kind of pull everyone together, which is great. But then I think the issue with it, going back to the question, is that the people who are not already doing those things and in those groups don't tend to see it as something for them. So we've got this whole I've written on my piece of card here systemic injustices, because that's what it is. People are so busy fighting their own battles, keeping the heating on, making sure they've got their bills covered, that they haven't got the bandwidth for sewing their clothes or
Yeah, and I think this is where
growing courgettes, you know.
comes into, isn't it? Because when you're in poverty and with everything that's kicking in all the time around whether it's cost of living, right now the oil price is skyrocketing. I've cut back on driving, and we have an income. So people who are struggling, they go in, I need to get food on the table tonight, not learn a new skill. They need space in order to learn how to be sustainable. But if you can't, and this is all over the world, isn't it? This is a problem
Yeah,
all over the world. People are like, I need to find somewhere to sleep tonight, not learn this lovely thing, because they haven't got the basics sorted first. And I feel like at the moment we're in this perpetual emergency. Back to Big Green Week. So there's I can sort of see what you're saying with when you do the Big Green Week, and you got your offer of your festival as the things that you do in your time. The issue I also see is the lack of collaboration with what the wider sector, as in the Rhondda, Merthyr, Aberdeen,
yeah,
the
absolutely.
forest. And I think everybody has a tribal nature naturally. And even in the Rhondda Fach and the Rhondda Fawr, you'll get tribal nature against each other there. And all I've tried to do in the last 6 years is try and bring people together. But because everybody's got their own sort of view of what they want to achieve, it's really hard to bring that together. And then when Pontypridd had the Eisteddfod, fantastic. I think it did bring everybody together, which was great. But it takes such an effort to get that actually happen. What I would challenge the Pontypridd Big Green Week is to try and bring everybody down through the valleys and bring them to one location. Because if you're suffering with lack of funding, lack of opportunity, maybe those pat testers that aren't there for the repair cafe, so those little events can't happen. If you've got the venues, which you definitely will have compared to places in the Rhondda, we don't have that central location. We don't have a YMA. It is YMA, isn't it? Is what it's called.
No, we have used Emma in the past, but we're using Storyville, the bookshop.
There we go. But
But
you've still got a
still got
central
two
location.
venues there.
good bus location, good central location with the trains, etc. Everybody knows where Pontypridd is. Try and bring that collaboration in a bit more this year. I know we're chatting a little bit about me coming down to you this year, which I think will be
Yeah.
really nice as well. But again, I think another issue is vetting them, because you might have organisations that come down that really do greenwashing, and it's having the time to then vet them
Yeah. Is
properly.
this who we want?
Because yeah, because you don't want to undermine the big green week by attracting certain people that actually might get the backup of people in Merthyr or in Aberdeen or in the Rhondda, and actually do the exact opposite of what you're trying to do. And I think this is this challenge, isn't it? When you're not paid to do these things and you do it for the love and you do it because you want to see it grow, you've got to do it in such a way that it happens naturally, but have the energy to be able to do it every single year.
Yeah, and keep it happening, and especially when this year when there's so much else happening, and we're like, okay, it's 2 months away. Come on, guys,
Yeah.
let's
And
make it happen.
my next question was, where do you see opportunities for collaboration across Wales?
Keep Wales Tidy. They have like hubs in places, don't they? And I know there are groups that have been like, yay, we're going out every week, and then they burn out. And so having that bigger community getting together is probably what's needed. I was at the Valleys Community Energy Conference a couple of weeks ago, run by Leanne Wood. Absolutely fantastic, because suddenly there's 10 examples of projects that have actually made it, alongside 100 examples of projects that are interested but haven't been brave enough to trailblaze it, following and just giving each other the knowledge and building that bigger, wider community for like the whole valleys, the whole South Wales, not just the little tiny pockets of villages. Yeah, and then we're generating our own power. The cost of living has decreased. Like this is utopia, but it's only kind of 3 years of hard work away, isn't it? Like the regeneration, the biodiversity, the rewildingness. It's only a couple of years of work to make real impact start happening. So it is possible. It is possible.
No, yeah, and I think, the pressure's on, isn't
Yeah.
it? The pressure's on now. But I do feel the green shoots happening all over the place, being on tours, being in different sites. It's been some really inspiring projects, even Little Lounge Pontypridd.
That the younger generation, it'll just be normal. It'll be normal to have people challenging the system. It'll be normal to have people fighting for social justice and what's right, and it won't be like oh, that's a weird thing to do. I'm just going to sit in my concrete house and
Yes, and
keep the nature out there.
yeah, my mother bleaches the steps like every other week. It's a
Yeah,
beautiful concrete. But yeah,
yeah. I like my kids have seen me tell the council sprayers not to spray the pavement in front of the house so that the
my
weeds can
pavement, I've
but
got
my neighbours must hate me because the front is such a mess.
yeah, my pavement's doing the same. I'm trying to think what I've got. What's the I planted them yesterday. Forget me nots coming through,
Mm.
and there's one that comes through. It's got a tiny white flower, and then you touch it. See, it's only small, but it comes at this time of year. I think if you were at home, you can do this for me. So right, this is the last question. Who else in Wales is doing brilliant sustainability work that deserves to be showcased, and why? And I don't prepare anybody for this one. So in your sphere, who are you like, this place is amazing?
We've got Cunning Valley Organics. They are doing loads. They have done loads for years. They have run like training courses as well, so young people can go and get actual gardening skills. Meadow Street, the town council community allotment area, is beautiful. They've done
Okay.
so much work there. It's worth just going just for a day out now. Where it used to be you go to volunteer, but now it's you can go and actually just enjoy being there. It's so
And
beautiful.
I'm right in saying now they've actually grown into the Pontypridd Park and do, is it muddy boot sessions in the
Oh
little building on
yes,
top?
Dawn's group, Happy Boots,
Parker.
and I know that they are in collaboration with Hannah Hitchens's. I know what this group's called because I'm a member of this group and I go every Friday for stories in stitch and sewing. It is.
Well, you've named me, like, we've sort of named like three groups immediately.
But yeah,
So
Hannah
I
and Dawn have just got a new project, so they've got an area of land and the wild area in Pontypridd Park they're going to be working on. So there's just so much happening. There's so much happening. It's
I
really
met
nice.
Dawn at the Keep Wells Tidy Littering Awards. We're back in 2023. I won the community award with Ron the Litter Pickers Environment. But they were on the table with us and they were so inspiring and seeing what they've done and then evolved and done again and now evolving again. It just gives you hope, doesn't it, for the future of what we're doing. So right, I got Cunning Valley Organics. I've got did you say Meadow Street
Meadow
Allotment?
Street, yeah.
Yeah, I'll give them a shout. And Muddy Boots. I did reach out to him once, but I will do it properly this time. Now you've said it. So I will do that. So again, if you were at home, it's the first time you've ever been online, so thank you for coping. And this is, my house, so welcome. But please, if you support the Future Generations Act, please subscribe to the channel. We're all about finding, and this fact, I was looking at this fact the other day about the amount of SMEs, amount of micro businesses, and the amount of zero employees in Wales, and it was higher than I thought. So I paid 95% SME. It's 99% SME as of last year through the Welsh Government. And then the micro is like, I think it's like 90%. I put it like 80%, but it's like 90%. And then the zero employee, I put it at 60%, and I think it's like 75% of the Welsh economy is a zero employee business, which blows your mind about the impact the future generations can act on businesses, but our individuals then act as a business. And this is what GreenWales is all about, because everybody can't do everything. Someone's really good at finance, someone's really good at marketing, someone's really good at just bricklaying, but they might want to do something good for people and the environment. And GreenWales is not all about the environment, it's about society in general and about helping everybody and about equality, because they all feed into each other. It's about our health. This morning, I went on my first ever morning run, and I ran to the co-op, filled my bag up with food, didn't realize how heavy it was going to be, ran back, lay on the floor sweating like an absolute banshee. But I did it because in the Future Generations Act, it's a healthier Wales, and I'm trying to inspire people to be healthier. That doesn't mean it's climate action, but it means it takes pressure off the NHS if I'm healthier, and I'm going to do more for everybody around me as well at the same time, because I'll have more energy, I'm healthier, my garden's going to look better because I got more energy. And this is what GreenWales is all about. So if you agree with GreenWales, then like, subscribe, comment, please. I just want to say thank you to Angela Karadog for this morning. It's been a really interesting conversation. It's not what I normally have. So I really appreciate that. So thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for
My
having me.
pleasure. And the last thing I'm going to say, because I'm just showing off now, I got two badges here. You get one as well. You get a GreenWales badge, which is coming on, recycled resin, recycled steel. So you'll have one of those. And then like a nice little pin butterfly clip. And you just got to remind me about that, because I won't see you for a bit now. Probably won't see you till June. So
Well,
just be
you're going
like,
to come to Green Week
remember
on
my
30th of
badge.
June.
And I'll be like, oh my God. And then this one is a new one because I interviewed Derek Walker last week and he liked my badge. And Derek Walker is the Future Generations current commissioner, if you were at home. I had a Future Gen badge made specifically for the show, and he liked it. And I was like, mine looks better than yours. So we switched for the interview. And at the end, I said, you can keep it. It's fine. It's a present. And he said, I could keep this one. And I was like, okay. So I've now got Derek Walker's SDG badge. So it's SDG means Sustainable Development Goals for the United Nations. So I will get another Future Gen badge, but I kind of, this for me is from the commissioner. So I'm a bit like, I'm probably just going to wear it now, just because it helps the channel, I think, as well. Okay. Thank you. Oh, and Angela, if anybody wanted to help Tir Ponty collaborate with Big Green Week, come on, give us some stuff. How can people reach out?
So Tir Ponty have a website. We are tirpontypridd.org,
I will
possibly.
find it and I will put it at the
Out.
bottom of the channel.
Great Big Green Week also, greatbiggreenweek.cymru, or I'm Angela Karadog on all major social networks and platforms. You can just type my name in, I'm probably there.
Okay, cool. Thank you very much. And all we do now is wave and say goodbye. And so we're going to do that. Okay, one, two, three. Bye.